Welcome back to my garden.
And for Mommy and Anna.
It is with great sadness I must inform you that my black Russian cream tomato did not make it. Late last week I found ants farming aphids on it, along with a few other plants. However, by the time I found them on my black Russian cream tomato, they had already sucked the sap out of all of the leaves except for one little baby leaf. And it held on for days with that one little baby leaf until it finally gave up yesterday. So now I have this 10-gallon planter with nothing growing in it. Fortunately, I have a bag of seeds and I have a few things that I can get a quick harvest off of. She's very excited about one of them. I have beans, cucumbers, carrots, lettuces,
Bodies!
peas. So we are going to show you things that you can get a late harvest on. Well, a quick harvest late in the season in case any of you guys find yourself in my shoes. So first and foremost, I'm going to take the lone bean seed that we have saved from last year and give it to Anastasia. Come on.
Big, go away.
How do you plant the bean seed?
It's too big.
How do you plant the bean seed? You make a hole and you cover it up? Okay. Anastasia is also looking at the cucumbers. She wants some cucumbers in here as well. So I have 4 of the Garden Sweet cucumbers. They are a hybrid. I will let her plant those as well.
Oh, I didn't clean my hand.
That's okay.
Did me what? What? Oh.
That's fine. That's just a weed coming up. You don't have to worry about the bugs. You got your holes? Okay.
No, cover that.
Mommy is going to put a couple peas off to the side. Those are gone. We're going to put a couple peas in here. And this is going to be our quick harvest container. I'm going to move it down to where I'm putting the trellis later on. So this will no longer be in this spot. I got to rearrange pot so that it can benefit from the trellis as well. Patience. Patience. The one most important thing about gardening with kids is that you don't discourage them, but you teach them patience. They like to rush into things, and that is not helpful. So, she has a couple seeds for bean plants in her hand right now that I'm going to let her plant when she's ready. Go ahead.
Not ready.
Now she's saying she's not ready.
Ready.
Okay, go ahead and plant them. And explain. She pinches a hole.
Yeah.
She puts a seed in. And she covers it up.
Keep pigeon. I keep pigeon.
Okay.
That. Now pinch a big hole. Now put 1 and 2. Now cover.
Now the last thing we do before moving on and adding some more cucumbers into our cucumber containers is I'm going to sprinkle some lettuce seed while she breaks my organic matter into smaller bits. I'm just gonna sprinkle a little bit of the lettuce seed in. I'm gonna show Anna how to do it. Wait, you just sprinkle it in because these are extremely quick crops to harvest. So as everything else is growing up, these are going to sprout and be ready for harvest.
I'm not ready. Now I'm ready.
Come on. And then I'm going to go, don't drop them, through, and I'm going to make sure that all the seeds Anna put in are all set. So I'll see you down at the cucumbers. Okay, so I'm going to gently move one of my tomatoes out of the way. I'm in the process of acquiring more benching for them, so I apologize. This is my Tokiwa cucumber bin. And as you can see, I only have one cucumber that came up. However, my mother, for my birthday, ordered a whole bunch of seeds, and they're still coming in all these months later. These cucumbers did not have a name on them, but she told me they are also Tokiwa cucumbers that she ordered me 2 by accident. So, I am going to put more cucumber seeds in. And I do this simply by placing holes and dropping them in and spacing them out. Now when you have cucumber beds that are pre-existing, you can wait till your cucumbers start to grow and plant more and fill them in as you go along to extend your cucumber harvest. However, I continue to get cucumbers as the season goes along. Right up, uh-oh, I had a cucumber coming up there. Oh, I gotta be careful. I have a cucumber coming up. Right there, you see it? I hope I didn't damage it. I have cucumbers come up right until the frost, the temperature drops. So I don't have to worry about adding in more cucumbers to extend my harvest. All I have to worry about is having enough from the beginning. So as the season goes along, I fill in the holes with more cucumbers till a certain point. So I'll meet you down at the Japanese long cucumbers, which is 2 pots down, and I will show you what I mean by filling in as they grow up to make the most of the space that I have. No matter how hard you try, chances are you're not going to get 100% germination rate. So, after you let your plants germinate and grow a little bit, what you can do is take more of those seeds, so long as it's not too late, especially when working with beans and peas and cucumbers, because they're quick to harvest. So what you do is you take more of them a little while after, once your other ones get big enough, so that you're not going to upset them by disturbing the soil. And you take your seeds and you fill the holes in your container or your bed. So these are my favorite cucumbers. So yes, I am adding more. These are the Japanese long cucumbers. And I grew them last year and I fell in love with them. So I must always make sure that I have these, even if I don't save seeds. So I fill in my spaces with seeds, and now all that's left is to water. Panning over to the next container. I have my beans. Now I grow these mostly for my kids, so this year I added more into it. Oops, I ripped the seed leaf a little bit, but that's okay, I got new growth. I grew more and maxed out my space because of how much my kids enjoy these. So I showed you last year that after your first harvest, if you prune them back, they will grow. However, if you don't want to prune them back, what you can do is put more seeds in between them when your harvest starts, when they start flowering. Put more seeds down. And by the time those get big enough to flower, you'll be harvesting from your first batch of crops. You could do this with just about any quick harvest crop to extend the amount of time of your harvest. So I thank you all for tuning in, and I hope you found this very informative. On my next episode, I will be going over tomato pollination, and hopefully the ones that I have been pollinating start showing their fruits by that time. Until next time, thank you.